Hi everybody, this is Bobby with bobbystamps.blogspot.com. I posted this card on my blog last week and told you guys that I would do a video to show you how I did it. So that's what we're going to do today. I love how the watercolor turned out on this, and it's a real simple card to make. All we're going to do is, the only stamping is actually the sentiment that we're going to put on there. Quick, simple, easy to put together. If you want more information and get to see the pictures more up close, visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.blogspot.com. If you have any questions, you can send me an email. All my information is on my blog. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. I will put a catalog in the mail if you need one. I always do giveaways. I have one on my blog right now, so make sure you visit that to enter to be eligible to participate in that. And if you have any questions, just let me know. So let's get started on the card. Okay guys, I'm gonna tell you at the beginning what we're gonna need to make this cute card, and I hope you guys can really see how pretty that wash turned out. I just love that. So the ink pads that we're gonna use is Island Indigo and Mint Macron. That's the only two ink pads. We're gonna actually stamp the sentiment right in the Indigo, Island Indigo, and do the wash in the Island Indigo and the Mint Macron. So our card base is Island Indigo. You're going to need a strip that's about 5 inches wide. It's the same width as the card, or length as the card. And this one is, I want to say, about 2 inches wide is what I cut that. And then the, I think this one is Sahara Sand. Let me make sure. Yes, this one is Sahara Sand, and I cut it about 1 inch wide, and again, it's the same length. It's 5.5, the same as our card base, and I'll show you when we get going. You know, when we put it together, we just kind of back it up like that and glue it down. So that is basically what we're going to use. You're going to need one of the white lace, tea lace doilies. I cut mine in half. I'm conservative, so I just cut mine in half. There's no use in wasting the whole doily. We cut our heart shape out of the shimmer white cardstock, so you're going to need that, and it comes in a package. I believe you get, it looks like 25. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it very clearly. Let me see if I can find my glasses really quick. 10. You get 10 sheets. I'm glad I put my glasses on. And then we're going to use the designer series paper, Blooms and Bliss. That coordinates beautifully with the Blooms and Wishes stamp set. The only thing we're going to use out of the stamp set is the For You. You're going to need glue dots, because I find the glue dots works best with any kind of like lace or vellum or anything that you can see through. We're going to use the Sweet and Sassy framelit dies, and it's this size right here. So you're going to need the Big Shot as well to run that through. Going to need an aqua painter, whoops, and you're going to need a spritzer, and we're just putting water. It's just got water in it, the spritzer does. And you're going to we're going to use the Very Vanilla, I think this is just called lace ribbon, trim lace trim. Yeah, so that's what we're going to use for that. And we will get started in putting our card together. So the first thing we're going to do is run our framelit die through our Big Shot. So we'll get started on that, guys. I also wanted to mention, guys, that you do not have to have the heat tool, but I am going to use it to help speed up the video. I'll pause it when I start to use that, so that way we can just speed up the video and get the paper dried just a little bit quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Big Shot. And then I've got the magnetic platform. And we'll just take our piece of shimmer white cardstock and place it down there. Actually, we'll put one of the cutting plates on there first. And then we'll just run this through. And move this back out of our way. And there we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is let me bring in I don't want to get my mat all wet, so we'll just use this piece of old grid paper I have laying around. And what I did was, I'm going to have to pause the video because I don't have enough water in my, well, I might have. Let's see what we can do with this. So what I did was just, yeah, I'm going to have plenty. I just got a good soaking. I don't know if you guys can see that, how much is on there. Maybe 4 times is what I sprayed it. And then we just squeeze our ink pads to get a little bit in the tray, like so. And then we use our aqua painter, and I don't have any water in my tube. I think my camera just came unplugged, so there we go. Sorry about that, guys. So what I did with mine was you just go in and pick up just a little bit of the water, or I'm sorry, the ink, and then just smear it around. And let me grab a paper towel. And then I just kind of dried it off so that way I can keep the ink separated, and then go in with our blue, our Island Indigo. And I'm kind of using the tip, not really doing it like where I really want to fill in a lot. I'm kind of just painting it like I just want just a little bit. And then you just, the blue is so dark, the Island Indigo is so dark that I just kind of go more back in with the mint macaron and try to do the edges, and just to make sure that you have it. And then if you wanted to leave it a little bit, you know, more of the white showing through, you could just really use just the tip, like so, on the paper. But that's good for that. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because I am going to dry this really quick so that way we can just hurry up and assemble the card. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I have it all dried. So there it is. And as you can see, you're going to, no matter how many times you do this technique, you're going to end up with a different result every time. Just because the water's involved and all of that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and grab our For You stamp. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this for my June thank you card for my customers or not. It's really cute and simple and quick and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not really sure if that's what I want to do yet. So we'll just do the Island Indigo. Stamp it up. Ink it up, I guess, not stamp it up. And then press down and up. And I just love how that turns out. I'm just spraying my Stampin' scrub with my cleaner so that way I can get my stamp cleaned off right away. Okay. So that is all the stamping, guys. Everything else is just us assembling the card. So let's just bring in our pieces. So we'll go ahead and put on the lace trim. Actually, I think I'm going to put on the cardstock first. Let me find my snail. And we're going to put it on the face side up, or you can put it on the back side of the designer paper. It doesn't really matter. And then you just kind of, however much you want to show through. And that's kind of good. And then we'll bring in our ribbon. And then I just kind of eyeballed it. You want to make sure that you have enough to go around the back for the tape if you do the cheater method like I use. And then I just take a piece of regular Scotch tape and then just use that to keep my ribbons from going crazy on me. And then I just kind of lined that up. You can do it right on the, I'll show you when I flip it over. You can kind of line it up here. You can line it up so where it's kind of like in the middle. I just kind of lined it up so that way it would basically hide where the two pieces of cardstock were meeting is what I did. Take those two pieces together. Okay, and then we need to grab our doily. Now I like to use glue dots. I've seen people use snail, and I've also seen them as they're putting the snail on there rip their doily, and you can kind of be conspicuous like I'm doing, and I'm placing the dots on the bigger pieces going around the doily. I'm just making sure hopefully that none of it is peeking through, and that one's on my finger. And I'm just going to put like one or two then on the back side. And these are paper thin, guys, so you just kind of want to handle them with a little bit of care. And then I just kind of eyeballed it and put this right at the top and right at the center of my paper. And then we're just going to put snail on the back of this. Line it up. I lined mine up with the bottom like so. Then grab some dimensionals. I am the worst person lately that I cannot keep up with my dimensionals. I have 1,000 of them laying around, and I have just opened a full pack and I cannot find them. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, here's one that's already open that I haven't started, but we'll just use them. So we'll put a few dimensionals on the back of our heart to pop it up just a bit. And all these supplies are listed on my blog, as well as the card that I posted last week. So if you want to order any of these supplies, just visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.blogspot.com. I do weekly giveaways, and I do classes to go. You order the supplies for me, and I provide all the cardstock for you guys. But here is this super cute quick card. And as quick as this goes together, I might actually use this for my June thank you cards. I just sent in my order for my Jar of Love class for my customers, and I might just include this as the thank you for taking my class. And the people that have placed orders in my online store, you can visit my store 24/7 and shop. It's bobbystamps.stampinup.net, and my blog is bobbystamps.blogspot.com. Thanks, guys, and if you like this, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get notifications every time I post a new video, and please hit the like button. Thanks, guys.